All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts with John here from Pro Craps on Casino Gaming TV. Let's do this, says Ian. Yeah, let's do it. I do want to address a quick question because I saw Victor answered it, but I want to make sure I give the proper answer to it about putting up shows over there on Pro Craps. So what I'm doing was what I always intended to do. And this is going back. I want you to wind yourselves back, those of you who know me this long, a year and a half ago when we started CGTV. And the reason why we started this channel at all was because going live every day was killing the Pro Craps channel. Like the way the YouTube algorithm works is live episodes are really harmful to a channel. They're good for all of us community-wise, but as far as YouTube recommending a channel to be seen by other people, they just don't do it because the YouTube butter zone is about 8 minutes, 8 to 10, 15 minutes video, 20 minutes at the max really is what a good YouTube video should be. Now they're pushing you to even be down less than a minute, which is crazy for these shorts. I think it's hard to be meaningful in a short, by the way. I've been trying. But what I always intended to do was move all the lives over here. That way this channel could grow super slow, which it did. It took us a year and a half to get 1,000 subscribers, which is insane. And Pro Craps, of course, now has gone like this, right? It's gone back up. It's at almost 5,000 subscribers. And I think the reason why is not doing live shows over there, right? But, and it's a big but, sometimes I say interesting things over here, right? Sometimes on this show, we say some good stuff. Today might be a good day, right? I got some talk about excess I want to do with you. And what I've been doing, or what I always intended to do, is have a good coffee and crap show, slice out the lecture part or the good part, and make that a video on Pro Craps forever. And just take a good 10, 12-minute chunk out of it and put it over there. And that way, all this cruft where we're just talking and bullshitting and I'm answering your questions, nobody on Pro Craps cares about that, right? They want to see that. They want to see the nuggets, right? And that was what the plan was. Give them the nuggets over there at Pro Craps. This be our live podcast kind of a show. And that's what we've done. What I've been not doing, though, is cutting out the good parts. I've been, for the last probably 6 months, just doing these videos and forgetting about it. There are good things said that I have to remember every day as part of my process to cut out the good lecture bit if it was good and put it over there. So you're going to start seeing now, I've got about 10 of them queued up from last week. All the good little things that we said here are queued up. Pro Craps is going to re-show them. So you'll start seeing repeated stuff for you all that watch me live. You'll start seeing those things show up at Pro Craps again on repeat. It's okay. Watch them, like them, let YouTube know that they're good, but most of the time over there, you won't see new stuff. It's going to be recuts of these shows. I do have some planned. I've got a show plan that I'm going to do on the day we did the math on ATS, when I showed you the numbers. I'm going to redo that one because I think that was an important lecture of how to calculate the ATS math and also how to see, to show you just how bad of a bet that actually is. I'm going to do an actual video on that. That'll be a new one for you. But most of them over there, just so you know, that is the genesis of it. You know what, Victor? I've actually tried. I've used some AI stuff, believe it or not. I know I'll give you grief about this. I've used GPT and Bard a little bit to give me show ideas and show outlines. It does an okay job. The problem with the shorts, and I think this is the problem with it, shorts are great for really good, quick-hitting things. They're not good for education. Like, the thing about a short that makes a great short is that it's compelling, it's interesting, it's often funny, and it could be viral, right? If I gave you some political hot take, for example, if I said, did you see what blah, 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 blah said? What an asshole, blah, 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 right? And that'd be it. That'd be a great short, right? Especially because I know how funny I am. I know how great my political views will be taken, right? Those are great shorts because they're compelling. Me telling you, hey, one green chip is five red chips. Don't forget your math. That's a stupid short, but that's the kind of stuff that I do, right? And it's hard. Making shorts cool is really, really freaking hard. So anyway, yes, Ian, I'm funny. Shut up. God, funny and bald, both on purpose. But there it is. I think shorts are tough, but that's what I'm doing, Victor, just so you know. And yeah, this is a cool t-shirt, mark the point. Old Ryan sent me a shirt and I promised him I'd wear it. This is a great shirt. I don't know where he got this done, but the quality on this shirt is great. A lot of times you buy these shirts, like from Spreadshirt or from Teespring, and you can tell that the words are going to fall right off. This thing here, this is like legit. This is like legit screen printed. So pretty good. So Yeah, Victor, I should just make shorts of me throwing the 7 and swearing, right? That's what I should do. Make just John's daily swearing episode or some shit like that. That'd be pretty funny. All right, yeah, entertainment for the masses. And again, I think shorts are supposed to be like, hey, that was funny. Swish, swish, swish. Trying to teach you something meaningful in a short, which is my way. It's just not my way. You know what I mean? So, oh, Jalapon, thank you for that, sir. He wants me to do a ATS break. I will absolutely do it for you. It's actually insane when you do the ATS, the actual breakdown of how bad the ATS is. You'll be shocked by it. I actually did it to where over 500 shooters, if I won the ATS exactly the right number of times, as you expect to win it, if I won it double the amount of times we expect, you still lose money on it. And the reason why you lose money, by the way, is not because the ATS doesn't hit. You lose money for 2 reasons. One is they lower the payout. The main reason why you lose money with the ATS, though, is because most of you who play the ATS also play the pass line. Because it's a hedge, right? Come out 7, you get your pass line pay, you put your ATS back, and you rinse and repeat that. Well, guess what? Over 500 shooters, you're missing out on 350 pass line winners. So if you're playing 555 and 15, you're losing 15 times 300. You're losing 750 or more, depending on how many winners there are. You're losing all that, right? And because you have a pass line and your ATS, when the shooter 7's out, you're losing $30, not $15. So you're 7 outs, which every shooter does. So 500 shooters, that's 500 times 30 versus 500 times 15. So you're doubling your losses on the 7 outs, and you're getting 0 for your wins on the come out. That's why the ATS is such a scam. And I'm going to call it's a scam. It's cool when it wins, and everybody likes to post their chip porn and tell me how great they did. You know, hey, I'm a great craps player. I won $3,000 last night because somebody else hit the ATS. Okay, got lucky. But I can guarantee you over your lifetime that ATS is a loser, even for Ed. If he plays it on every shooter, then it's a loser. And Jacob said it the other night, if you play the ATS, you play it on everybody or you play it on nobody. You know, we've all seen, you know, random rollers seem to hit it more often than controlled shooters do because of the horns. Either it's an always thing or it's a never thing to me. I'm the worst offender. I play it on myself because it's a good way to tip the dealers. I do 2-3-2, 1-1-1 and let them have it. I mean, I just, to me, it's a nonsense bet. But anyway, there's a video for that coming, and I will be a little bit unglued. Darksider, everything is for the casino. You know this. There's not a bet out there that's not in their favor. When they went from 15-1 to 15-4-1 on the hops at my local and in on the strip, where those are 15-4-1, not 15-1 or 16-1 on the strip properties for the inside or the center action. What a screw job that is. Think about that little bump in house edge. It screws you, and it still looks good on the felt, right? The ATS is that way. What else is that way? Let me think. Crapless Craps is that way, where they make a thing that looks really cool and everybody loves it, and it's just a stroke job for the casino. It's what it is. Everything out there is for them, not for you. Not one thing they do is for you. So you got to take advantage of whenever you get a shot, right? Free odds is for them, not for you. I mean, ultimately, Victor, I think I've shown you this math before too. I showed everybody this math before. The free odds, why do they call it free odds? Somebody in chat, tell me why they call it free odds. I'll give you the chance to chime in here. Why are odds free? And the reason is, somebody write the word before I say it out loud. Why do they call it free odds? No bargain, says Jay. What is it about odds that are free? Why do we say that? I'm going to give you 15 seconds to type, and then I'll take a cup of coffee or sip of coffee. You tell me the answer. Come on. Somebody say the word invisible. I'll give you the answer. Shh. He said invisible. Odds are invisible to the casino. You don't get credit for them. You don't get points for them. You don't get nothing for them. You can put $10 in odds or $10 a pass line and $1,000 in odds behind it, and the casino doesn't care. Okay? If they cared about it, you'd get points for it. You get comped for it. Nothing, because they're invisible. Over time, those bets are completely invisible. There's no house edge to them. So the casino doesn't care. What happens is this, it's the VIG, their VIG list, right? But the VIG is on the bet. The base bet has the edge, right? The $5 or $10 pass line bet has a built-in edge on it of whatever it is, 1.37 or 1.41, whatever the side you're playing on is. That's where they're making their money, right? If you put 100 times odds behind it, you're going to lose those odds and win those odds on the probability scale perfectly. They disappear. On the ledger books, they disappear. You're going to win 3 times. You're going to win odds on the 4, and 6 times you're going to lose it. And the difference in that win and loss is $0. They don't matter at the casino. So they're free. They let you have it. It sure seems like it's really good. Here's the thing with the odds. They're vigless, they're free, all that stuff, but they're volatile. So you got a $1,000 bankroll, and you go $10 on the pass line, and let's say $50 in odds on a 5x table. You're putting up 5, 10, 15% of your bankroll on a pass line and 3 odds and 3 come bets. You're going to burn your bankroll quicker. This is what Myopia Movie said yesterday in chat. And he's so right about this. Right? You're going to burn your bankroll fast because you're putting so much out there on those free odds. Well, guess what? If you're not in the trend where it's going your way that day, boom, 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 you're out of money. There's your stop loss 0, right? Odds are great when they win. When they lose, the volatility will crash you. And the casino doesn't give you credit for crashing. They give you credit for bets that they have edge on, and the odds they don't have bet on. And that's the problem, right? And Victor says, and I think you're 100% right here, single odds. There's no need to go past single odds. If you have the bankroll for it, whatever, you can burn your bankroll. Single odds reduces the overall house edge of that bet enough to make it worthwhile. It puts it below 1%. That's a good enough level. You don't need to go insane with your odds. So just kind of a little sidetrack there, but that's casino is. I wish the acronym was better, but casinos are completely there to screw you. That's their entire mission is to screw you. That's it. Just know that every bet, every machine, everything you do in a casino is designed to take your hard-earned money. So don't give them your hard-earned money. That's the answer. So all right, let's move in and talk about all the things. A little quick recap before we start the actual show. Jolly Latterson so far 3-0. Yay me. I say so far so good. So what? 3 wins in a row is no big deal. And I've only won $100 3 times, right? We're looking at a small 10%, $100 win here. So we've done an okay job with it. It's got 27 more days to go. Let's see if we can we'll start crowing when we get to 27-0. Let's see if we can get there. And we talked about it earlier, and that's going to be the show's topic today is the danger, the grave danger of playing paycheck style gambling. And I think I got to highlight this again and again and again. It's very dangerous to do what I'm doing and try and win the money. It's hard to win 10% every single day. And when you have a bad day, the impact of that bad day is soul crushing. We'll talk more about that here in a little bit. But before we do, let's come on out. Reminder, tomorrow, Friday Night Fights, Old Bay versus Potter, right? Old Bay times 3. He's the 3-time repeat champion. So that's cool. The meetup in September. I didn't change the thing, Nemo. You got to remind me every day now. I haven't changed my dates for Vegas, but Vegas is the 11th and 12th is going to be the days we're going to do it. I'm probably going to, by the way, stay that whole week. I think I'm going to stay the week after. I'm going to try to anyway, and watch the F1 race. I hope like I can get a room that lasts long enough. But that's my plan there, to be in Vegas for the week. And again, our Seattle meetup. Ian and I talked yesterday a little bit about it. We're getting logos designed. We're going to have some stickers or I'll get some chips made up for it or something like that if you're coming out here. And I'm working on the fundraising website. What we'll do is we'll sell tickets to the meetup, probably for like $25, something cheap. But the idea would be your entry fee or your whatever for the Seattle meetup just goes to the Craps for the Cure. You just become the first people that officially donate to it, and that's where that'll be. So that I'll put that up probably over the weekend. Hopefully that'll be the sign up sheet will be up and ready to go by Monday for us. We have official counts that way. So that's the plan there. And I think, Victor, get a job in LV. You know what? I'm working on it, man. I am working on a job in LV. I will tell you that for sure. I've been talking to some people. I'm fixing to go to school and do my dealer switch over and that kind of thing. So I am absolutely trying to get a job in Las Vegas. My wife and I currently both work from home, so I can move to Vegas right now and have a job. It's really about my daughter still being home that we need it. Let's see, what else do we have here? And also we are doing the confirmations. We're gonna lock in the casinos, by the way. He and I are going to go out and gamble this weekend, maybe. And we will lock in the casino, lock in the 2 dates and times. Dice Dr. Dan is asking me about auctions for this year. Yes, we're doing auctions. I love your idea. But if you haven't seen Dan's video, by the way, I should have called this out last week. Dice Dr. Dan's got a video out with his idea for an auction where it's kind of a progressive auction where he has an item that the minimum bid is X. As the day goes on and the bids get higher, and every time this thing gets bid up higher, he's going to add on a spiff. Add, like, for example, this isn't the thing, but maybe for $25 opening bid, the auction is a chip frame with no chips in it. And then at $50, he starts adding chips to it. And at $100, he adds, I don't know, something else to it. But I think it's a cool idea. I'm going to be auctioning off my old felt. So the felt from this table, the green one that has the ProCraps logo on it, I'm bringing that with me. We're going to auction that guy off for sure. Other people I know have skills that can build like rails and that kind of thing that might auction off some talent to help people build their home tables. There's all sorts of cool things there. So we've got time. We're going to start collecting auction item offers and ideas probably starting in August. I'll get really, really sincere about that. We'll start really, really working it. So yeah, that's it. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Let's go here. Next screen. All right. I want to recap where we are, and I want to do some dice rolling. So we are, as you know, in the middle of a bankroll build series. I just started it. If you're new here, I literally just started it on Monday. We start with this fake bankroll of $10,000, and I'm looking to win about 10-15% a day. Bet sizing proportional to the bankroll, right? So I'm not going to go out there with $1,000 buy-in and bet $100 units. We're going to bet $10, $15, $25. Keep our bets normal, looking to win that 10% or so and build from 10,000 to 100. That's the ultimate goal here. And what I'm doing is I'm really taking all my profits and putting them back into the bank. It's building the bankroll. It's not taking excess monies and doing anything else. For example, we've won this week $330 so far. So the extra $30, it's just going back in the bank. I'm not doing anything extra with it. Later on, we may start splitting some of the excess monies into different virtual bank accounts to simulate an expense account where you're buying gas and to simulate an excess account where you might have a couple home run days. For now, it's all going back into the main account. And what I've done for strategy selection is to take the top probably 4 to 8, whatever, maybe 10 strategies that worked really good in the first series that we did on bankroll building or on daily paychecking. I'm going to run them for about a month each, and then I'm going to take the top 2 of those and run them again for the big push. We're going to do those. That's where we are so far. We're just brand new into it. And the problem with this approach, I love the idea of winning 10% a day, right? I've been doing that like my whole life, like small goals, and we do it. The problem with it is getting beat. If you get beat on a paycheck, if you're winning 10%, 10%, 10%, okay, great. 9 days in a row, you win 10%. That's in our case, $900. On the 10th day, you lose the whole bankroll because you're playing at stop loss 0. You're at negative 100. You had 9 wins in a row, and you're still negative for the time, right? It's really hard to do this, and that's the problem with it. Is there's no recovery built into a 10% win goal. That's our biggest problem. If you look at our numbers here, simulating, 29-1, that one loss eats up so much. Your net is like $1,900, right? If you're 28-2, look at the difference. You're down $800, right? If you're 27-3, you actually lost 27 wins, 3 losses, you lost money. That's ridiculous, right? So there's the danger of playing this way. So we have to figure out, what do we do with it, right? The problem with paychecks is that loss recovery. So what we're going to do is not necessarily change, but I want to highlight this idea of you've got to have some excess wins. If you don't ever have an excess win, a bigger win than your 10%, you're never going to have the ability to recover, right? Playing with profit, having secondary play plans, right? Working with short stacks and learning how to manage your rail, I think is going to be the way that we pre-plan for and help us get over the hump when we have the inevitable losses that we're going to have. I don't want those losses to be quite that impactful. So what we're going to do is talk about playing for excess first. Okay, this was, I was trying to do this yesterday and we had a bad rollout, but this quote here from somebody, I don't know where I heard it from, but you may never jump as high as the moon, but you just may clear the fence, right? We're not going to get 100% profit every day, okay? But 10% is not enough. If I'm just trying to clear the fence, it's going to take me a long time to beat that damn fence in. But if I'm trying for a little more, right? If we raise our profit goal, our virtual profit goal to 20%, make that a target, but really we're looking for 10%. If that happens, right? If we just leave it at 10%, there's no way to recover. If we can get the extra 10, right? Earn 20, lock 10, there's your daily paycheck, and you've got 10% extra sitting here. That could be what we make our decisions with. And depending on how big that money is and how impactful that extra money is, we can make some interesting decisions with it. So at the low levels, we're going to simulate it today. That 10%, extra 10% is going to be 75, $100. Not a lot of juice there, but there's something there. Later on, if we're playing with $3,000 and 10% is 300, but we happen to win 20, now we have $600. Well, guess what? Now we have some fun, right? Now I can lock 300 and I can go out there 220 or 110 3 times and try some different things with the excess money and try and really turn that into something special. That's going to be kind of the idea. So how do you play with excess? When you get there, I think you've got a couple of ways that you can look at this thing. Probably 3 ways, I guess. Dark side, light side doesn't matter. But you can certainly come out here super low volatility. And again, depending on your levels, what you got in the bank, you can play line bets, comes and DCs, right? Pass line, come, don't pass, don't come. You can do a little bit of hedges horseman, which we know is kind of safe and stable. You can play just a 6 and 8. You can do some 6, 7, 8 if you want to. You can play a little bit of iron cross for a couple of hits. Lots of things you can do with the excess money to try and get a couple of extra bucks out of it. You can do what I call a profit builder play, which is a little bit better than low volatility in terms of you have a better potential to make some money there. Talking about the squeeze play, talking about the skill 66, things that are going to be kind of up and down or out and wide that set you up to play for a long roll for free. If you're trying for a home run with that excess money, a little profit builder play, yeah, you might lose it on a PSO, but it was excess anyway. If it happens to work out for you and you can nail 10, 15, 20, God forbid, 30 or 40 rolls, that's a way to take that little bit of money, take a swing at it, and get some juice on the thing, right? That's a great idea. Or you can just go high volatility out of the gate. You can say, hey, you know what? I made an extra 220 today or 250 today. Let's go 220 inside. Let's pop it to 330. Let's spread it out to 160 across, and let's play Philly special with the rest. Let's tower the 6 and 8 and have some fun. Let's try and do what Chris did yesterday. Let's win 250. And let's go 204 across, right? Actually, let's go 234 across, and let's get the 4 and 10 at $35 and just try and flip those sons of guns, right? That's how you play with excess. You play with excess either super hard, super light, or you grind a little bit with it and take that excess and grind out excess or extra profit with it. So I want to focus our play today on the excess. We talked yesterday about playing for excess. Today I want to play with some excess and give you some ideas. And we'll just go to the table and roll out a couple of thoughts here on how to play with that excess money if we can earn it. So give me a second to switch sides over here, and let's go out there and showcase a couple of things. Here we go. And before I start, Dark Side says, if the excess adds up, why not keep it? You certainly and absolutely can keep it. I'm going to show you the way that I would keep it. Here we go. Let's look at our rack here. I've got in a rack up front here, $1,000. This is my starting bankroll. Let's pretend that it was not yesterday, okay? And we played, and the shooter 7's out, puck is off, and through the course of play, whatever we did, we got our $1,000 back. We earned back, our thing, and this represents all of our profit for the day. So I'm looking at my rack, and I'm like, well, if my paycheck, my win goal today was 10%. Let's say it was 10%. I can look at my rack and say, well, 10% of 1,000 is going to be 100. I can pull the $100 out. And then what I do is this. I literally do this. I will take all the lammers out. I use lammers to separate my money in units that I can understand. In this case, hundreds. I'll take all the lammers out. And what I do here is purposeful. That first chunk right there, that is my starting bankroll. I take all the lammers are out. That means I'm never digging into it. That's my visual sign. You're not going in. The next $100 that I got, I slam up against it. That's my locked profit. And I do this because I can look down now and see what my locked profit is. I've locked in $100. And that's a visual to say, look, you got your money back, you got $100. And now I can look at this and say, well, I got money to play with. I have excess money to play with. And with my excess money, I do some math and see what I've got here. And what I've got today is $126 in excess profit, okay? Now, we have two choices here with the excess profit. Besides the play style, okay? You can be a little bit aggressive with it or a little bit conservative with your excess profit, okay? What I mean by that is this. I could say to myself, well, you know what, John? We're gonna make sure that we lock half of the excess up and take 150 for sure home with us. Leave me with $50, $60, $76 to play with, which I can do some inside work with. I can work with $76. Or can say, nope, we'll use the whole 100 and we'll play some games with the $100. If I can turn the 100 into something special, I'll turn the 100 into something special. So you have two real options there, I think. One is lock up half. And what I typically do is, as I'm playing with excess, I'm locking half and playing half, locking half and playing half. And I'll show you how that looks here in a second. So I'm gonna play the first time we do this really, really conservatively. I'm gonna lock up an extra little bit of juice. And we're gonna play with our half of our excess. And that's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna go out with a pass line bet. And I'm gonna keep this money back here. Remember the number, 126, that's our number. We'll reset our bankroll over and over again with the 126 and play with it that way. There's our pass line bet. Let's play this super low vol, right? A little bit of a 6 here on the come out. And again, I'm gonna scope how much money I'm gonna put at risk per shooter. I'm not gonna go super crazy here, okay? Let's get it set. Oh no, we lost part of our excess. And actually what I should be doing here is this. I'm gonna move this into the middle. Take out a quarter. Let's get our change for the quarter. I took the wrong bet, didn't I? I should have taken this bet. That bet goes away. Bet comes back. And what I really should be doing down here is taking some odds behind that, right? So we can take the other quarter that we have. I'll put single odds behind it. We lost one of these in the come. That goes to the 5. And I'll take single odds on that, and we'll call it good. We'll just take 2 bets. We'll just take 2 bets. See if we can't get one of these 2 bets to resolve. I've got a couple of bucks in here. I could actually take the whites, get some hard ways here while I'm waiting this out to see what happens, right? And take 2 nice low volatility bets. Maybe we get lucky and pop one of them. We need to pop one because we lost in here. If we lose them both, que sera, right? There's a 5. There's a 2. There's the 3. That's fantastic, right? That's going to pay 10 flat and 15 odds. It's a quarter, all said and done. I can put the $10 back in the come. I can take this quarter. Now, what do I want to do? Watch this here. Here's what came back, okay? We got back our bet. We got back our odds. We got back a quarter in profit. What I'm going to do with that is this. We're going to rack half of it and put half of it back in the play stack. So when I bring money back, that's how I'm gonna work this thing. Anything I bring back, I'm gonna split it between profit and play stack as we go. Let's get lucky. Ooh, we got lucky. We got a 6. Check it out. And it's a hard 6. Come is gonna move to the 6. The line's gonna pay 10 and 12. And the hard 6 is gonna pay $9. We'll pay 10 for 1 and stays up. All this comes back. All of this is profit, right? There's our hard 6 money. There's our pass line flat. There's our pass line profit. There's 15, 17 bucks there. Guess what? 15 bucks comes here. The rest of it goes back into play money. And that's how we do it. We're gonna go ahead and drop 10 bucks in odds on the 6. You know me, I leave those odds working on the come out. These will be off when they come out, but the odds are working for me on the 6. Here we go. Coming out again. There's a 9, a 6, 3, 9. That's our new point. We'll drop 10 bucks in odds on that 9, and we'll let magic happen. 7 out. Okay, we lose it all. Which, hey, welcome to craps. How do we do, though? Right, how do we do here? Well, we added a quarter to our profit stack. If I color that out, we added a quarter to our profit stack, and I still have 25, 30, 40, $3 to play with. I get to play again with that same system. I'll come right back out. We'll do a little pass line bet. Puck will be off. Midnight. Oh boy, what a huge bummer. What a huge bummer. Now, what's going to happen here is this, and we're going to do a little bit of analysis here at the end, but I want to show you the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Pass line. Come on, give me a better number. Better number than that. Ugh. Freaking 10. Are you kidding me, John? All right. One come bet. Single odds back there. I may move the odds, or I may remove the odds because there's going to be a 6 here. We have to make a choice. That's going to the 6. I may do that, right? Put the odds on the better bet or split the odds between. Casinos don't care if you do lower odds than table minimum. It's normally fine. Probably a smart play, but here we lost it anyway. It doesn't matter. 5-2-7. So it all goes away. And what happened? We turned $120 into $25. What is what effectively happened? Or actually, into $75. We kept 75 out of the 120. We lost money from the excess, but we tried to get through it, right, by doing a smart little play here. If that would have worked out, would have been great, right? Let's do it again. Let's go ahead and reset the rack. 126, right? We had 100, we had 20, and we had $6. Let's play it again with 126. We'll do another round of, hey, let's try playing with excess. You could do a horseman, same as before, right? You can take the horseman and do it. And again, let's lock up $50 to make sure we have some excess money going back home with us. And let's play a quick 1 round of horseman at 2-1. Okay, we'll do 1 quick 2-1 round of horseman. Here we go. 25 on the don't. Got a 9. Great. Got a 9. We'll do our first come bet. It's a yo, which is fantastic. Again, pays $10, right? 5 and 5. Just split in the every profit that comes in gets split half and half. Super smart way to handle your excess. There it goes to the 8. Next come bet's going to be here. We got a 5. The FIFA 5 that goes there, and we'll do 1 more. 5 coming, 15 change. Let's have a great roll here, shooter. That goes to the 6. Boy, we are set up. We have the whole inside. 3, 4, 1 against. 9. Ugly, ugly, ugly. We're going to lose our... I always lose my don't when I'm trying to demo something. All right, it's fine. Horseman, we lose our don't. Big deal. We have 3 come bets out there. Let's let them resolve and get it rolling again. There's an 8. Comes down, gets paid. Into the come we go. And we're not in profit anymore. Now we got to start earning some money. 7. Oh, you son of a gun. All right, well, there it is. That'll pay that. This will come here. Into the rack we go. What do we have? Do I have enough money to play? I can go 10, 10, 10. I can get 20 on the delt and 3 comes. We'll just do it that way. 1 more round. Can we make more than $5 in profit this time? Maybe? 9? Come on, Johnny. Have a better rolling day. Ugh. Ugly, ugly, ugly. That's a 10 for the comeback. I hate when the comes go to the outside and I'm not doing any odds. There's a 7. That pays that. $20 down there on the end. That's pretty cool, right? We take all this back into the rack. We're going to be a little light still. There's a quarter. That can become our next don't pass bet. I've got 1, 2, 3 come bets, and I've got $15 extra in profit. Let's put 10 here. I'll drop 5 in over here with our profit stack, and I can play 1 more round. Again, build a little bit over here at a time. If we happen to have a great run, if we happen to have a good shooter here that goes off on a nice little run, and I keep putting half and half and half, we can get more to play with and more locked up. There's another, God, come on, John. Another 8. Don't pass, got picked twice already. That's crappy. Puck is off, and it's a 7. All right, well, so much for the Horseman today, right? It's fine. We're just taking our shots with it. All right, we got 7 out. Now I've got this, right? Now I've got short stack. I've only got 25 bucks in the short stack. Not much I can do here, right? Again, you can lock it up and walk the hell out of here, or let him get a point. And the best move that we can make is going to be this with that little tiny bit of money. We'll just go 6 and 8 and see if we can't pop something. Three, 11. Come on, shooter. 5. God. 6 and 8. Everybody's played a 6 and 8. It's the only way to win. And I can never roll one when I'm on them. 7. All right, so we burned the entire excess that time. Of course we did, right? I think it wouldn't be a morning show if I didn't completely burn the bankroll. But here we go. As it is, from the excess 120, we locked up 65 bucks, which is not the whole 120. It's half of it, right? We lost half of it, but we took a shot at it. That was the point. Let's do it again. Let's do it another time. There's going to be 50, 70, 126. We'll reset our profit again, 126. And this time, let's employ a different method. Okay, let's try and do one of those builder plays. Let's try and do a builder play. Again, maybe this time we don't lock this up. Maybe this time we say we're going to take 2 cracks at it. We got 126. Let's take 2 cracks. Let's go 50, 65, 66 bucks. Let's do it. Let's do a little inside play. Okay, we'll do a little inside play and see if we can't make ourselves profit. And again, we're putting a ton of that at risk. Half of our excess is going to be at risk here on this play. Let's see what happens. There's 20. All right, inside play. Puck is going to be off. Give me get a point, and I'll build the rack. There's a 10. I'll build the rack out of wins if we can get them. If we can get the wins. 9, 5, and a 4. There's my 9. Pays 21. We'll drop that buck. And here we go. Inside number, dude. Another 9. Awesome sauce. We got a 9. That's great. Right? That'll pay 28 bucks, 25, 28. I'm going to spread out the 64 across here. Like so. And to the rack is going to come. Let's make a nickel out of those whites. 25, 52 bucks, right? We're not, no profit yet. We just basically kind of recovered our starting point, right? There's 75, there's 105, 110 bucks is back on our rack. So we're not even, but right now what we're going to do is we're going to start splitting our profit play. Check it out. If we get some rolls, that'll pay 15 for 1 on the 5, okay? What we're going to do here is this. We're going to go ahead and half press it, and it comes back to the rack, 10 bucks, 5, and 5. We pull that same move off on every number as long as they're coming in. As long as they're coming in, we're going to keep on doing that. There's the 9. Again, for $1 from the rack, it pays 15. We're going to press 1. We're going to play with 1, and we're going to keep 1. Keep on building up the profit stack little by little as we go here. There's another 9. 21 bucks. We're going to half press it. So 10 bucks goes to it. We'll rack half and we'll play with half. There's the extra buck. 9's a quarter now. 3. 5. Same thing on the 5. $21. We're going to press half. We're going to keep half. We're going to play with half every single time. That can become a quarter again. Little half press, and we're building this up, right? We've added 20 bucks in profit in so far to the backside of the rack. The 4, that'll pay 18 bucks. We can do 20 for 2, actually. 20 for 2. Half press it. We're going to give it 2. Again, keep 1, play 1. 4 looks like 20 bucks, and it's bought. There's aces. There's ace deuce. There's the 7. So we did okay. Bring all this down. We made our money back. We get to try this again. We have enough money here to try this again. Plus we locked up, if I color it up, an extra quarter. We earned an extra quarter in profit using that excess as kind of a hammer. Let's go back out again. I'll set it back up before the point. I need to get a quarter split up a little bit here. We're going to get 4 and 5. There's 18. There's 18. There's 10. All right, here we go. Here's our ones. Let's go. Catch a point. We'll do it again. We'll run that little excess again. There's a 6 is the point. It don't matter. This time we'll squeeze play. If we can get it, no, we got a 7. That's a huge bummer. 0.7 out. 66 bucks. Do I have it? 50, 65, 66 bucks. We're going to go right back out. Same bet. Last bit of excess. Now the excess today is not making us any money. They made us an extra little quarter here. Fine, but we're taking the shot. You're taking what I would call a safe shot at it. You're doing these little builder plays that are 2 hits and out to give it your go. 7 come out. 7 on the come out. My goodness. 11 on the come. Is that 2 11s and 2 7s? Come on, dude. 9. That means we're gonna have a nice long run here. That's the trend. That's the indicator, right? 9's the point. Let's go. Give me an inside hit. Inside hit. We got 3. We got a 4, which we're not on. Come on, man. It's like 7 or 8 rolls without an inside number. Another 4. Jeez. That 4 rolls again. 6. Finally. Gee whiz. All right, 21 bucks. My goodness. All right, 21. Let's grab the 4 and 10 and rack a buck. There's a 6. Sweetness. That's 21 bucks again. We're going to bring the insides down and play it at 44. So it's 64 across. We'll bring back a little bit of juice. And again, our profit stack is down, right? Our profit side over here is way down because we got burned for 66 bucks. But we're still going to do the half and half and half. I'm still going to take profits and split them. The goal here is not to make $1 million. The goal here is to lock away excess profits. And if I can turn it into something great on a good roll, well, we'll be happy about that. There's going to be 18 bucks. We'll do 20 for 2. 20 for 2. We're going to half press it. We're going to keep half and play half. There's a 5. Same trip. 15 for 1. Stop rolling. There we go. 1, 1, and 1. 3. Hope you're getting the idea here what I'm trying to do, right? I think it's pretty obvious what the plan here is. That's going to pay again. We'll do 15 for 1 again. 15 for 1. Press 1. Play 1, keep 1. That is the point. Let's come out. 9. Here we go. Let's stay hot, shooter. Another 9. Look at that. Awesome. It pays 21 bucks. We're going to press half our profits. We're going to keep 1 and save 1. Make that a quarter. Puck is off again. Let's go. I may build a regression into this. I don't know yet. We'll see if we can keep rolling a little bit. Can the shooter make us some good money? There's a 6. Awesome. Pays 14 bucks. I like to press the 6 and 8 both, but here we're going to try and retain money. So we're going to go up to 18 bucks on the 6. $9 comes back. I'm going to keep 5 and keep 3 here, like so. A smarter move there, or a different move there, could have been start doing this with the whites. Now that we have a little bit of juice coming in, right? There's a 5. That's the point. 21. So we're going to, again, play half, save half, half for later. Puck is off, coming out. Half pressing, baby. Half pressing works so good. It's not great when you start at $10. It takes a long time to get to greens, but now that we're at green on a couple of numbers, you'll start seeing, hopefully we get some rolls here. It'll work out. There's aces again. Another 5. That was a 3-2-5. That's the point. That's a quarter, by the way. Here we go. Stay on it, baby. A lot of 3s. Lot of 3s today. There's our 7. That's okay. We burned it up, but we gave it a really good run there. We started with the 127. Let's count it up here and see what's on the felt. We have 75. We have 110. We have 119 on the felt. We have 50, 65 extra in the rack, plus we earned 55. Come on. So we locked up 55 extra. We've got 55 up here. That's 110. So 110, essentially we're even, right? We're where we started with the excess. And down here, although I burned this money, we'd earned an extra like $85 during all that process, which is pretty cool, right? You could have pulled this down and run out of here, or like we did, set ourselves up for a big run. That's kind of cool, right? I think playing with excess smartly, and we locked up $55 here. If you wanted to run out of town, this is the time to run out of town. You can do that. You can get out of here and do like, hey, we locked up a little extra today and we're cool. But what's the fun in that? Let's take our 50, 65 bucks. Let's take one more big crack at it. We'll go 64 across with our excess. There's the 5. 64 across. One change. Let's get the hard ways. We'll turn it all off. We'll rail dump our excess. Puck is off. Let's take one giant crack at it, and we'll call it good. This will be our aggressive turn. We did one super low volatility play. We did actually 2 of those. We did one very passive play, hybrid, not hybrid, but more of a build out, let's see what happens kind of thing. This time, another 7. Geez, Alou. This time we'll do a aggressive out of the gate move with our last little bit of money, and we'll pump it up. There's a 2. Can't get a point here. There we go. Point's 10. 10 hard's the point. Let's go. This time we'll do like a tier pressure sort of a thing. If we can get some hits in here, we'll make some good money. Nope, not today, guys. 7 out. 6-1, 7. Ouch. That's it. We could take one more pretend crack. Let's take all this away. One more pretend crack at it. We'll have some fun. Here we go. Let's go back to the starting point where we had 126 bucks. 126 we had. All right. We're going to set up like so. 30-30. I'm going to get nickels for those. 30-30, we'll do 20-20, and we'll do 15, and I'll do 10 down on the 10. We'll do 10 on the 10. I'm missing enough to go full Philly special, but let's go. Puck off. This time we have our 127. We're rail dumping the whole thing. We're going to take one giant swing, one giant aggressive swing with our excess this time. We're not going to be passive at all. We're just going to try and hammer the casino one time. Rail dump. Super aggressive with the excess this time. There's an 8. 6-2-8. I'm going to play this one exactly Philly special style. So it's going to pay 35 bucks. I'm going to drop a buck, make them both look like 48. We're going to go right to the 6 and 8. We're going to beat the crap out of them. out of the gate. So 45, 45, make them both look like 48 bucks, right? Full press on those guys. We'll collect the next one if we can. There's a 9, $20 on the 9, pays 28. We're gonna take it right to 50. I gotta borrow $2 from a friend to make that move, but that's what we're gonna do. We owe somebody $2. There's an 8. All right, 48 is 55, 56 bucks. Now, what are we doing in the rack? You know what we're gonna do in the rack. We're gonna take half as profit. We're gonna rack half to play with next time. There's a hard 10. Fantastic. Hard 10. 10 pays 18. It goes to a quarter. I'll take the $2 back. One of those will be the vig. Too bad the 10 wasn't any bigger than that, but there it is. That's the point, by the way. Coming out, it's going to be a hard 4. Ah, man, we didn't get it. We 7'd out, but that's okay. If we look at our rack, 55, 57 bucks excess. We locked up half of our excess as we did it, which is cool. Didn't take the whole 127 plus anything home because we got the early 7, but we gave it a shot, right? I think this thing here is we have $100 locked. We have $57 profit. Every time so far, we've made about 50 bucks above and beyond. Every single time we've lost half of the 127, whatever. Call me dumb for not keeping the 127, but you take the 127, you give it your best shot. As long as you're racking half and playing half, racking half and playing half, you're going to be in good shape. I think it's smart. I think it's smart play. So anyway, hope that was enjoyable today. Yeah, hope that was fun. Let me go over here. All right, let's come back and we'll do a quick little round about questions. I've got about 4 minutes to go before we go to the garage and do our paycheck. So let's see. Casino Quest is going to advertise. Yes, they are. They're going to do all the work with us. I'm working on a new logo for it, and they're going to start in the blogs and podcasts they're doing it. I'm going to appear with them on the podcast a couple of times. So yeah, we're going to do a ton of marketing for that for sure this year. Now that like last year, there was a tentativeness about it. Like, oh, they knew me, but not really what we do. They wanted to see kind of how we operated, what we did, how it all worked out. And now we have a really good partnership. David and I are pretty tight. I spent a ton of time talking to Alex out there. We feel good about each other now as business partners and as friends and all that kind of stuff. So now I think we're in good shape. Yes, Duracell, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, if they build that casino in Times Square, we'll never see Victor again. He'll be there on the pass line forever. All right, and Jalan, we can talk offline. You asked me about helping you create a card game from scratch. Talk to me offline about that. It depends how complicated it is. We could actually have our students build this for you at school. Our students are always looking for real world projects. And this sounds like something that might be right in their wheelhouse. We can actually have a student group do that for you for no charge. So you call me. Let me my email, john@procraps.net. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, that is really kind of it. Let's go here. I'll give my quick final thoughts is this. My roles notwithstanding, okay? That's pretty typical, right? There was a couple of decent little rolls in there. There's a bunch of shorties in there. It's fine. I think the right thing to do is when you have excess wins, I prefer locking up half and playing with half to start. Get a little bit of extra juice for sure locked away. If you want to go rail dump like I did at the end there, that's on you. I think as you play, you stash half and you save half for the next play. You stash half and you save half. And you know, on the one run, we almost had stashed another $100 and had $100 in the play stack and $50 on the felt. That's a really good way to run your excess out there. If you have a great run like that and that roll turned into 20 instead of 8, now you're really stashing it away and that excess becomes meaningful. It's all about making the excess profits meaningful, and you got to put yourself in position to do it. Otherwise, you're just limiting your excess to the extra $50, $100 it is or whatever it's going to be. And that's not going to help recover a loss. I think you got to take some foot on the gas steps at it to recover the loss. So there it is, folks. I will end the show here. I'm going to go up and prep the garage for the daily paycheck. I'll see you up there in about 5 minutes or so for the for day 4 of the Latterson on the first Bankroll build paycheck. So with that said, everybody, love y'all. God bless. I will see you in a little bit. And again, thanks for being here with me in the mornings. I really appreciate you all. And I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.